Welcome to the second part of our tutorial covering the AME rule and notification engine. In this video, we will move beyond the theory we covered in the previous tutorial and set up a rule for a SOC use case that will be applied to new AME events. Our scenario today is for a security operations center of a customer that needs to reclassify and enrich events based on PCI criteria. We will be handling an event from a PCI workflow, and PCI is the payment card industry standard where assets that are designated as cardholder data environment need to be handled with increased priority. These assets often contain cardholder data and are considered critical inside of customers dealing with PCI requirements, and these events need to be handled with the utmost care. For our use case, we already have a tag defined for our SOC tenant. Here we have a PCI tag, and this is a tag for PCI CDE networks that I have added to my environment. What we would like to do is ensure that events in AME for our network is tagged and prioritized automatically. And for this, we will be defining a new rule to enrich and update the event accordingly. We will be defining the logic for our rule using a simple interface to construct the criteria that will be evaluated on entry into the AME alert queue. This can be done under the specific tenant, under the rules configuration. Here we will add a rule for our PCI zone tag that will be evaluated each time a new event enters into the AME event queue. Here we can specify what the specific evaluation conditions will be, and we will be evaluating based on the fields in the event being the destination IP as well as the source IP. So here we will be entering the specific zone for our CDE network, and we will be stating that this event rule needs to update the tag for our PCI zone, and we would also like to modify the urgency as well as the impact to high. We will not be sending a notification for this specific rule, and we will be saving our preferences by clicking Save. We will now expect events from this specific network zone to be tagged appropriately. Let's go back to the event overview. And here we see that a new event has appeared with the details of our inbound port scan, and this has now been tagged appropriately with a specific PCI zone. So immediately the analyst can see on the event that he or she is working on what the specific priority of this event would be and how it would be handled. Thank you so much for joining us today in this installment of our AME tutorials.